Hornets, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the four suspects. Now, when we talk about the four suspects, I put it in that way because we're usually talking about clues that are given about a graph. For example, we often talk about these graphs in terms of what they're doing. For example, we have a graph increasing at an increasing rate. Increasing at an increasing rate describes the graph's concavity and the graph's increasing nature. So notice we're talking about in this situation that we have f prime is greater than 0 as the function is increasing, and f double prime is also greater than 0 because the graph is concave up. The second of our four suspects is increasing at a decreasing rate. Increasing at a decreasing rate, we're now still talking about f prime being greater than 0 for the word increasing. But at a decreasing rate, we now have f double prime less than 0. Now, notice that this is an increasing speed requirements, and this is a decreasing speed requirements, and that refers to what's happening to the rate. Decreasing at an increasing rate, we're now talking about decreasing, going down, increasing rate, change the concavity to down. So once again, I'm talking about the description of speed. Please be aware of that. And then we have second derivative, also less than 0. And then our fourth, decreasing at a decreasing rate. So decreasing at a decreasing rate, curves like this. Now here we have our f prime less than 0, but f double prime is greater than 0. Now, please be aware with each of these, we're talking about slopes that are approaching a limit of 0 to infinity. Infinity to 0, 0 to negative infinity, infinity to 0. Okay? So, make sure you see all of those. We often refer to them in terms of their approach from infinity toward 0 in a curve. They could be considered exponential growth or exponential decay. So there are many ways in which we can describe these. But in general, we're given our description in terms of our first and second derivative or in terms of the wording. And you want to make sure that you know these four suspects because they come back when we start talking about integration. Okay? Especially write the types of Riemann sums. So just a foreshadowing of what's to come. So that's the four suspects. Please make sure that you know them. The curve with the first and second derivative increasing at an increasing rate. First derivative positive, second derivative is negative. Curve going from an infinite to flattening towards 0, increasing at a decreasing rate. Coming from 0 toward negative infinity, having a first derivative that's negative and a second derivative that's negative, decreasing at an increasing rate. Coming in from a positive infinity, coming down towards 0, increasing at a decreasing rate, and we have our first derivative is negative and our second derivative is positive. Alrighty, so I hope this will help you out. Please keep remembering to go over it if you need to. And thank you very much, Hornets.